Ripples of the Gaza war are being felt miles away in the Red Sea. Yemen's Houthi Ansarullah rebels have vowed to attack all ships bound for Israel. They call it their response to the atrocities in Gaza. They have attacked at least 3 ships till now, and they have vowed for more. Now this has the West alarmed. How serious is the Houthi threat in the Red Sea? Our next report explains.
Some 2,000 kilometers away from Israel, Yemen's Houthi rebels are attacking ships bound for Israel, moving through the Red Sea. The United States Central Command says the Houthis have attacked at least 3 commercial ships operating in international waters. These attacks involved a combination of explosive drones and anti-ship ballistic missiles. This week, Yemeni rebels targeted a Norwegian-flagged tanker.
The naval forces of the Yemeni armed forces carried out a military operation against the Norwegian ship Strinda, which was carrying oil and heading to Israel. It was targeted with a suitable naval missile. Over the past 2 days, the Yemeni armed forces succeeding in preventing the passage of several ships, which responded to the warnings of the Yemeni naval forces and only targeted the Norwegian ship carrying oil after its crew rejected all warning calls.
While the Houthis claim the oil and chemical tanker Strinda was delivering oil to Israel, the ship's owner said it was headed to Italy with feedstock for biofuel. The attacks, now happening often, have raised an alarm over the threat to shipping through the Strait of Bab el-Mandeb.
It's a small section of the Red Sea around the Bab el-Mandeb where the Houthis have control of the Yemeni coastline from which they can operate. So it's not a general threat throughout the region, and that affects the risk and any knock-on impacts in costs. But
it is a crucial passage. More than 40% of international trade passes through the Bab el-Mandeb. This narrow passage is the world's 3rd largest choke point for oil shipments. More than 6 million barrels pass through it every day, mainly on their way to Europe. The Houthi rebels are currently in control of much of Yemen, but are not recognized internationally. They are part of the Iran-backed so-called Axis of Resistance, arrayed against Israel. Houthi and Iranian ties have grown in recent years, but the extent of their partnership is undefined. Over the years, Saudi and United States have accused Iran of arming the Houthis, supplying them with drones, missiles and weapons, a claim Tehran denies. The Houthis meanwhile say they manufacture their drones domestically. The Houthis, limited to Yemen, lack the capabilities to pose a serious threat outside their borders, but they probably have few missiles capable of reaching Israel. As per an Economist report, one of its longest-range missiles, the Burkan 2H, can travel around 1,000 kilometers. This does not even cover half of the distance between Sana'a and Tel Aviv, but it can very well target ships moving towards Israel. With its ship-striking agenda, can the Houthis harm Israeli businesses? Can it halt trade via the key route? The Houthi attacks could rather drive up insurance costs. It can force ships to take a longer route around Africa, and that has made the West take note. The United States is now working with its allies to shore up naval defenses in the region.